Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing great today. Happy Friday. Hope your week is fantastic. And wishing you guys a beautiful weekend. And karibuni sana to the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby. To all our first-time listeners. And remember, you can get those amazing supplements like the ashwagandha on our app. It's very easy for you to find it on the Google Play Store. If you're using an Android phone, if you're using an iPhone or rather an iPad, you can stream or rather connect with us via our website, www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. Happy weekend and wishing you guys a beautiful one ahead. And welcome today as we talk about Iran and the ongoing still war, which is affecting so many people economically, hurting people's pockets in different ways. We're talking about earlier today how this oil project, refinery project, I was talking about it, the refinery project that is supposed to be built in East Africa, and looking at how Dangote has taken loan, because that's a big red flag, because he's been, the investors are private investors who Ruto called the good people of the bank, and we know who these are. So I did talk about the oil refinery project in East Africa.
The other one too, he's got to take a loan, Joe, but there's too much. No one has $17 billion. Even when he built the first one, he had to have a loan. Doesn't mean he got the loan like a predatory loan like you would get from like the IMF or the World Bank. But you would go to a bank and get a you would go to the bank to get a loan that was depending on the terms, that's not predatory. Since he is a billionaire and he's got standing of getting projects worked on, he would get favorable ratings. So it's not like he's been like a country getting Africa gets cheated with those ratings because it's Africa and there was a puppet. So they put the country in debt. He's not gonna put any debt in that's gonna destroy him. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna finance it off the backs of bank. But then what he's doing now in Nigeria, sure he's gonna do in Kenya, he's gonna put it on the stock market and have individual people invest. That's how people make money. So you have your investments, right? So say you have a pension fund, right? Or say you guys have a pension fund. So you put your money in these emerging stocks that would bring a yield back. So that'd be one of the things I would definitely put money in to get a bigger return. That's how pension funds work. You invest that money. So years later, when you get older, it accumulated so much money, and you can take it out and retire. Without, you weren't destroyed. Your funds didn't go under. So it's always that's how you build wealth through investing. So I'm sure what he's going to do after he gets it built, he's going to put it out to an IPO and then say, hey, everybody's allowed to own a piece of it, take it from private to public, or what fake Elon Musk is doing. He's a trillionaire. No, that shit is garbage. People don't invest in that garbage. It's on paper. So after he builds it, that also would pay back the loan and it would create
profit
for people. As long as it's generating wealth. So that's a smart move. Nobody's got 17 billion, 18 billion. So there's gonna be more than that. That's just initial. Things are always more. If anybody does business, you building things are always more than what you desire. Like I'm already over $2,000 for that greenhouse. Still got to
I just feel, I understand what you're explaining, but I just feel like this is where we go back to, if Africa used its resources correctly and with unity, they could pull these funds.
But how? But that's the government. The government has to build it. Your government's too corrupt. Who's going to build it? Yeah, you could build it if you have a corrupt. If Kenya wasn't corrupt, your
That's what I'm
government
saying.
could build it. But he's not the
Yeah.
one building it. I mean, Kenya's not the one building it. He's building it. So it's a private investor, him coming in, doing it. Not the Kenyan government. Yeah, the Kenyan government can do it, but how they going to do it? They're not going to raise the money. Everybody steal it. You see, you got the 1 billion bridge you showed me. You got some makeshift little bitty bridge, $1 billion shillings or some crazy shit. They're not,
Mhm.
and if the government could do it, they would have been did it. It don't make no sense not to do it. You would have. I mean, if you didn't have a corrupt government, of course, you would have been did it.
That's true.
Because it's needed. It's not like it's not needed, and you would have helped the country. But
Mhm.
you don't got nobody there with the fortitude that's going to do it. Ain't nobody that's going to like. Unless you got a lot of money, will say they're going to trust the Kenyan government. Remember, Dan Cody, like 10 years ago, he came to Kenya to put a concrete company in there, and he couldn't get off the ground because the corruption was too much. He said, "Fuck it, I can't do it." I want give me my million shillings. Give me my million shillings. Give me my. Listen, we can't do it. Shit, you guys are just too corrupt. You can't do it. Shit, I'm out. That's when he came back. Now he said, "Listen there, come back again. You're going to, as a country, you're going to have to grow up as a people. But we need it. It's needed here. It'll help out the people. Because look, why should Africa be paying all this money for fuel when you got gas in Africa, Joby? So
Exactly.
Iran is having war, Joby. Ask the computer if they tell the truth. Ask the computer how much is a liter. Remember, Iran's under war too, and they're under sanctions. So ask Google. They're gonna be honest. I already know what it is. Ask Google how much is a liter. Since you guys use liters in that part of the world, how much is a liter of petrol in Iran? How much is that? And I'm about to blow your mind. So you ain't got no wig, so I can't push your wig back.
Sorry.
Without
It says a liter of petrol in Iran is extremely cheap because the government heavily subsidized it, with prices ranging from
because it's their oil. Because why wouldn't they? It's their shit. Why would not? It's not subsidized, Joey. They create oil. So why would I charge all these crazy prices? That's why they want to go and destroy Iran so they can come in and steal their oil and make it higher so white people get rich, Joey. It's not subsidized. Iran is an oil producing country, Joey.
yeah.
So oil, so that's why they want to tell you. Petrol is 1 shilling, Joey. One cent. One for a liter of petrol.
Yeah, I see it's zero. That is roughly $0.008.
Yeah. Literally nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, that's them being under sanctions and having a war. Their price ain't went up. Because they're refinery, Joby, and they own the oil. It's their resources that's supposed to benefit their people. That's how Africa is supposed to work.
Yep. Exactly, because he did argue. He said that we actually export 70% of our goods. 70, that's a large number. 70%. Say that Africa currently imports more than 70% of its refined fuel and some of $230 billion worth of essential goods, including food, plastic, steel, and fertilizer each year. And Africa Finance Corporation, that is the AFC, said this in a report that was by April. So that is a lot. That is a lot of money we're pouring outside. You know,
Exactly. When you can keep it in there and your prices would be lower. But see, if you got to watch corruption because African puppets are so corrupt. Yeah, we got the refinery, but we'll say, Dan Cody, we'll keep the price the same. That money will go in our pockets. Not the people.
Ruto.
Well,
That is so Ruto. That is so Ruto. It's crazy. So you can see, as Africa, of course, when they're being told not to develop, other countries are making ways on how to still keep on developing. So we had also some updates this week that US and Saudi Arabia did sign a nuclear agreement, paving a way for kingdom to enrich uranium, which is coming from Africa still, which is all coming from Africa, because where in Saudi Arabia do they actually extract uranium? I've not seen it. where Ibrahim Traore explained to us very well on the speech we shared on Monday. He said that it's crazy we have three Arabic countries, which 30 years ago, they were very poor. But today, these are the most richest countries today. And this is because of the resources of Africa. So uranium, all coming from Africa again. But let's take a look at this as we continue today's show.
The United States and Saudi Arabia on Wednesday signed a new agreement that could potentially provide the kingdom with uranium enrichment capability for its civilian nuclear program. The U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright and Saudi Minister of Energy Abdulaziz bin Salman formally signed the Nuclear Cooperation Agreement known as the 123
So it's crazy.
Agreement,
For me,
alongside what the Trump
for me, this sounds like the some double standards, because now we having Iran being attacked because they should give up their nuclear, right? They shouldn't be having, that is Trump, what he's been saying. They shouldn't be, they are a threat, but you're signing the same deal with another country. Why?
Let me explain it.
If
Let me explain it so you understand. It's not going to happen, no way. It takes long. So anyway, since America has left Saudi Arabia out to dry, so I got to get my food. Since America has left, exactly the same thing. Exactly, it wouldn't make any sense. Why you allow Saudi to do it? You're not allow Iran. So, and of course, Saudi Arabia don't have no uranium. It comes from Africa. America don't got no uranium. It comes from Africa. Those bombs they built came from Africa. Only other countries got uranium a lot is Russia. Okay, so but they gonna say we're gonna steal from Africa anyway. Africans are morons. So anyway, they're doing this because Iran. If they decide to do what they're gonna do, Iran's gonna blow. It won't be no Saudi Arabia anyway. Iran's gonna blow it up the face of the earth. So all this nonsense, since the media is so bad in America, the lies are so. People so stupid. I talked to people so dumb. We're so propagandized. You don't even know that we lost. This war's already lost. Iran's already won. Like I said, Iran's already won the war. Already won. It's already won. But them being white people, they don't want to back down. And it's going to still end in the same way Iran wins. So the question is, will Iran win, destroying Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, the Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, they're all evil empires. Shout out to Iran now, telling the truth. They're all evil. They're all wicked. They're all created by the British and the French after World War I, when you had the Ottoman Empire collapse. So this them trying to give an olive leaf to Saudi Arabia. We'll let you do it. But then they said what? It was a lie. It was a rule. Said, but you got to sign that you would never attack Israel. You would be Israel's flunky. So if you guys don't know, so that's what he was asking about the past, because Israel is attaching itself to our military because they know Americans are waking up with we're controlled by, it's not real. Oh, we're starting to realize that. So the puppets that are in there in the Senate and the House of Representatives have passed a law attaching us all to Israel, giving all our secrets to Israel and our military might to Israel, which you wouldn't ever do. How you giving all your shit to another country? But we was already doing it anyway, just not in name only, right? So we're complete bastard because of the Rothschilds who run this world with that fake ass money that no one can say, but we're gonna say it. That's why Israel doesn't get touched. Israel can kill people and blah, 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 because it's created by the Rothschild family who got control of the money system on the globe. That's what's going on, okay? You don't want to know. The news will never tell you. News will tell you all this shit with Trump. Oh, Trump just saying, well, bomb him in the storm, blah, blah, that nonsense. He's talking. Iran holds the upper hand. Iran has the Strait of Hormuz. And now also, Iran controls the Strait of the one by the Red Sea through the Houthis. So fuel prices are going to go up again to bring America's economy to full-blown collapse. And the world. That's what Iran has. Sorry, I got to reach my before get cold. Air fry. So, all right, air fry. So, him making this bravado, and most of the people in America don't want the war, and that's over like 70% don't want it, tired of the war. And so that's why we don't have no real news. No, it's not in question whether you got any news, any companies that are. Remember, okay, let me explain this. Remember, if you have a real country, which don't exist nowhere on the planet no more. If you're a real country, the media is supposed to be called the fourth estate. The media was supposed to check power so it wouldn't get out of control. So it would say, hey, this is wrong. Hey, you're doing this. But Clinton changed the laws. Remember, all our media has been bought out by one group of people that you can't say. You say this group of people, you're something. You know what it is. One group of people have brought up the majority of the media on the world. Not just in America, in the world. And you go back 50 years ago, it was illegal. It was illegal for more than one person to own all this media. Because it was called what? A monopoly. And the ideals and the narrative would come from one people or a group of people. So that's what you have. So you don't get any real narrative that Iran already won this war. These motherfuckers have been bombing children, blowing up schools, hospitals. It's a toward the mind of what the psychopathy. I'm sending Joe with this video, I guess in this video. The psychopathy. But it's been already told. So there's another study they did again. And then finally, just a couple years ago in Yale, saying that white people are natural psychopaths. It's been done 50 years ago about their ass. That they're psychopaths. As a group, Europeans are psychos. They're psychopathic. They're psychopaths by nature. See? It's by nature, baby. Ain't no I can change them or black people can love the goodness too. All that old shit. They're psychopaths, the majority. Because you got one or two that ain't bad, but whatever. Okay? I'm going to show that bill. We did the study at Yale. It proves that white people are psychopaths. They already did that study back in the 70s. Yes. White society, white culture, they're psychopaths. Everybody want to put their dicks in children. Okay? Why they kill. And you'll be up there, what about the humanity? Humanity? What your crazy ass? They'll blow your ass up and go sleep the next day. I mean, you know you blew up some people? Yeah, so what? So anyway, so Iran just now destroyed all the American bases because you guys remember Iran's missiles were not exactly on point because they were using the American GPS system. So when they were launching the missiles, America could manipulate the GPS and the bombs would miss the places supposed to target and blow up shit. So what Iran did, same thing they did to China, but China was, smart. Seems like the Chinese kind of smart, right? They decided, how about we create our own shit? So the Chinese created their own GPS, and so Iran went to them and said, can we use your GPS on our missiles? They said, sure, you can use our shit. Now, the shit is precision. They're blowing up shit in the Middle East. It's really Northeast Africa, but we'll call it the Middle East, okay? They're blowing up shit with such precision that these racists in the White House are losing their minds. And Israel said, we're not going to join the war right now. They didn't want to start the war. Reason why we're in this war because Israel came to damn Trump and said, bomb them. Because the scam is, you guys know the scam is, it's not going to be a bomb Iran, split it up, causing them fight. Remember, they got all these CIA agents all in there. Well, you seen it early in January, them fighting each other, the agents. Have them fight each other, keep blowing them up, then they start a revolution, and they split the country up. Just a scam. Split the country up into four, put 4 puppets in there, name it different countries again, and have complete control. And also steal the oil and the money. Go back to white people. Go back to England and Europe and France. That's the scam. But Iran already knows the scam. Huh? At least Iran talks about Oprah. We know they were going to try to blow us up and split the country up. That's what they do. All right, why you got South Sudan and Sudan, all these countries being split up, all this crazy shit. Why you got split up South Africa, cause all this division so they can keep the theft going. Because white people are dying out and they got no fucking resources in Europe. They got the resources through being savages, savage psychopaths. Okay, now Iran preparing for this. Iran has now said, you keep bombing. Remember, Trump is out there talking crazy. I'm going to bomb critical infrastructure. I already told you. You see, he ain't done it yet. You start bombing power plants. See, remember, these are war crimes, but they're America and the UN. That's fake. That's created by them. So if you, Iran already told you, we double dare you. We triple dare you. Blow up any power plants, desalinization plants, where we can't drink water, and other critical infrastructure. And the whole Middle East will burn. Whole Middle East will go. Nothing you can do to stop. They can't stop it. They already told you. Saw him sitting with this goopy Saudi Arabia, this fake Arab here. He's a fake Arab. It's a fake. Said that's going to cease to exist. So them talking to this fake Arab about nuclear weapons, it ain't never going to happen. Iran's never going to allow it. So the other fake Arabs in the Emirates, Abu Dhabi, and Dubai cease to exist. Fake Arabs in Qatar cease to exist. Fake Arabs in Bahrain cease to exist. Fake Arabs in Kuwait, they already said Kuwait's gone. They're going to just have Iraq go back and take it back over. Remember, the British made all these fake countries from the Ottoman Turk Empire. So Kuwait's almost already done now. It's on its knees already right now. Cease to exist. They're going to have cats from Iraq. Let's go back. Remember, they went after Saddam for doing that 30 years ago. When he said this country is fake. Made by the white people. This country's fake. So I ended up going, this country's fake, and I'm taking it back. But Saddam didn't have the power, so we went in and busted him in the mouth. So then you got Jordan, which is now getting bombed, right? Jordan ceased to exist. See, now they're scared because they got to now they're getting further out. If you guys know anything about bombing rates, planes can only fly so far before they got to be refueled. And so now, all those bases that America had, they're blown up. They're gone. So you can't have no planes to go attack Iran and kill people. Closest place you can have it is Israel. And you can't fly from Israel all the way to Iran and drop your bombs except for refueling in the air. And so if they already told you, I already told you put that shit in Israel, we're going to take Israel off the map. See all that talking they do in the American media? Oh, you see what Donald Trump said? Who gives a fuck what Trump's done? They already know. Iran holds all the real cards. Iran holds the cards. This is real. And white people all fucked up. And the goopy white people in America understand they've already lost. That white power is already, it's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Iran's already running the war. Okay? So them trying to the bottom. So if you guys know through channels, so through the back channels, because remember, they were using Pakistan as an intermediate. You guys remember, an intermediate to go give messages to Iran, right? But since Pakistan signed an agreement with Saudi Arabia to protect it, right? Right? But Pakistan doesn't want to come in and protect Saudi Arabia, even though they made an agreement. Hey, we give you this money, you got to protect us. Because Iran said, hey, fuck around and find out. So they can't use Pakistan as an intermediate to deliver messages from Trump to Iran anymore, because they're what? They're protecting Saudi Arabia, they're protecting these fake Arabs, right? So Trump used what delegation met Iran? Was it Syria? When those guys met Iran, they were begging, because they know to the real thing, they were begging Iran for a ceasefire. Iran said, we're not interested in no ceasefire. The war will continue. Because Trump knows what time he's begging, hey, we need a ceasefire. talk all that crazy shit in the media. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna bomb your children. All that old fake ass crazy shit he's saying. And remember, Trump isn't more. He's incompetent. Shout out to him. And all the military up there are incompetent. They're morons. So you got a group of morons, right? Because he fired everybody. Remember, he fired all the people that wouldn't be his yes man. Yes, Trump. Yes. So he's a moron, right? And so now, Iran is making fun of Marco Rubio, secretary, is a moron. Remember, he's got a lineup of idiots as his advisors. They're all stupid. They're all dumb. It's asking for more money. American people say, we don't want to give them more money. We're broke. We'll give them more money. So, they got money for wars, but they can never feed the poor. They can never help out people with rent and regular shit. They always got money trying to bomb people, steal people's shit, break it up so white people can live good. White elite, right? But this is the end of the empire. This is it. Iran is breaking the back. America will no longer be a superpower. Just at the end of every empire, it's the same thing. You get buffoons running it. You go look at the fall of Rome, the fall of Greece, the fall of every empire. The Ottoman Empire, when they was able to overturn the Ottomans, right? And steal that land, make these fake countries. You see the same pattern. The fall of Britain is the same pattern. There's a pattern. So now the empire's got, you got a bunch of morons that's running everything, that's incapable to make decisions that need to be said because they're all stupid. They're all stupid. And the country spent years dumbing down its population, that your population is all stupid too. So they can believe that you got a gripped idiot up in there just saying crazy, like, yeah, Trump. There's some guy that was in North Carolina. Yeah, Trump is doing right. So my God, we finally tired of these Iranians. It's been going on. Just parroting the talking points of the right-wing American media, Fox News, right? They've been evil for 47 years. Evil. So do you realize Iran overthrew their puppet 47 years ago and got their freedom back? And they're not the world sponsor of terrorism. That's America. You don't know that? You're that stupid. You know America. All these fake terrorists you run around. Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, ISIS, all that shit. You know that's black. They don't know that's America. Make that shit. You think that's Iran? They're just giving constant propaganda 24/7. Nothing but utter lies. Man, the media is so bought and paid for. Trump just says anything. Nobody ever pushes back. Nobody's come. You can be a first-year journalism student, come out of school. Just ask say, this is the most absurd shit I've ever heard, sir. Can you explain to me how you're going to take over the Strait of Hormuz when Iran? How you explain to me? You said we destroyed their Navy. We destroyed the Air Force. They're decimated. Then how are they still launching bombs, blowing up people and shit? You said they were devastated. These are your words. You said they were devastated. These are your words, Trump. I put my foot back in now. I hear up there on. You'd have to get there with the show. I get back up in the air fryer. These are your words. All right? These are your words. So nobody pushes back and says, look here. You said they were devastated. How are they still launching missiles everywhere and blowing up and killing Americans? And you're lying about they never showed you lying about the numbers of death. Because American people don't want this war. So you guys been going in, changing the numbers of people dying. And then people getting blown up with concussions, they saying those are mild injuries. A concussion? This is how despotic and ravenously evil Trump and this administration are. How despicable. And this is going to be studied years after this moron is dead and stinking. That this is the worst nonsense. This is the beginning. They're going to say, well, this is the beginning of the American empire. It was already declining. But this just pushed it over the edge. Because first of all, we don't have the money, 6.1 billion from what? All this fake ass 67 billion, this fake ass printed money from the Rothschilds, this fake ass money that doesn't mean anything, that's fake. It's not backed by anything, this fake ass scam. To continue, and the war is what? War is illegal. So where's the UN at? And the rest of it? This war, remember, this war was unprovoked. We decided to say, you know what? Let's go bomb Iran and kill children. So they bombed Iran on the 28th of February, blowing up innocent children in a school. You know why they bombed that school? Because those are the IRGC's children, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. That's where a lot of their children went to school. So they bombed and killed their children. I mean, don't get no more evil than that. But you think white America cares? Remember, they've already been diagnosed as psychopaths. Okay? They've already been diagnosed as psychopaths. So they don't care about killing children. But now, see, when reality meets, remember, you can always manipulate oil markets through the futures, right? The future trade, but not no more. Because that the Strait of Hormuz has been closed so much that now your fake manipulation meets reality. And if nothing changes in 4 weeks, the world goes to fuel crisis, right? Fuel crisis. Not just fuel, fertilizers. And Africa is always the most vulnerable because these morons have never built shit in Africa, right? So there's at the point where you don't know behind the scenes he's begging Iran, let's do another ceasefire. Well, they gave you a ceasefire a month ago with the memorandum of understanding, and you violate that. But they're out here lying. Iran has violated the memorandum of understanding, which is a lie. Iran knew they weren't going to hold up to. Remember, they were supposed to release Iran's stolen money. They didn't do that. Iran said, we're going to let everybody pass through for 90 days free of charge. And then after the 90 days, we're going to start charging individuals. And this is the route you must take. America said, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. We're not taking your route. Remember, but it's in this piece of paper. Remember, white people, this is global, this is ever. You look at white people have never honored any treaty ever. Ever. America, France, Spain, Germany, white people have never honored any treaty ever. Ever. Not one. Not fucking one. So Iran knew they wasn't going to do it, but I said, okay, we'll let you go ahead and do it. So they signed that because Iran was trying to get what? The stolen money back that the IMF and the World Bank had stolen from them. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to release our funds and we're going to allow people to go through the straits, but they must come to us. They must come to Iran. He said, and we're going to give you the route to go through. It's going to be free for 90 days. We're going to let your oil tankers get oil, go back out, and go to your countries. 90 days, we're going to start charging. But America decided to say, fuck that, and decided to go what? Push their oil tankers through, going against the designated route that Iran said, and started going by Oman. And so what did Iran do? It blew that shit up. It blew up the damn tankers that had told them don't go. That's in a memorandum. It said, don't do this. If you do it, I'm going to smack you in the mouth. And I said, Joe, we don't do that. You do it, but to smack you in the mouth. Don't do it again. You know, not nothing. Just don't do it. Right? So America said, no, we're white. We're American. We do what we want to do. But you signed the agreement. You signed the agreement right here. I got your goopy Donald Trump signature right here. You signed the agreement, which means absolutely nothing. Then they go on the media line. You got Marco Rubio, little ass. I'm glad Marco Rubio's mad because they made a bunch of Lego toys about him. I don't watch the Lego thing. They call him the little bootleg. Remember Joe would put up those Lego things of Marco Rubio. He all mad. I don't watch them Lego thing. What they talking about? Right? So they made a bunch of Lego things of Marco Rubio being a bootleg. He's out there lying, talking about Iran has been against the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, which is a lie. America violated it. But since we got no more real media, right? They just let him just say these lies. Say you violated the memorandum. It's not us. Yeah, these are the ones. Let's play this real quick, Joe.
Little Marco on the mic again. Open to talk. We already said no. Mouthpiece talking
David Martin.
Gurus who caught our Legos stupid. We still running the show. Iran still standing. And the whole world knows. Yeah, Rubio at the podium, polished and clean, wet, open to talk. Same recycle scene, but Iran just rejected the latest deal you sent. No temporary ceasefire, we already meant. You said we'll suffer more until we break, but your business got hit and the cost keeps climbing. Night after night, you keep throwing away. Yeah, the water stays locked under Iranian fate. Mouthpiece talking, but the straits still closed. Oil climbing higher, why pressure just grows. You caught our Lego stupid, we still run the show.
That's a new one. Exactly right. That's a new one. That's the latest one. He said, I don't watch them Legos things. Are stupid. How you know? How you know talking about you if you ain't watching? They know you're watching them. That's why you call them stupid. They know you're watching them because these things are amazing. Go ahead, Joe.
Videos were all that we had, but the information will already left you mad. Ground game steady, patience in the plan while your own side's feeling the heat in the land. Gas prices rising, the public gets loud. You talk diplomacy while the bombs come down. We don't chase the deal just to look like we won. We already control the water, the work is done. Open to talks,
right?
But the answer is no. Keep dropping the threats. Watch the oil prices go. Mouthpiece talking, but the straits still closed. Oil climbing higher, while the pressure just grows. You caught our Lego stupid, we still run the show. Iran still standing. Sacred defense holds. Sacred defense. We see.
Remember, this was rap was supposed to be about, not lollipop, and goddamn spin that shit, all that goofy. It was goddamn rap was supposed to give a message, like just like this. So this is one of the new ones they made, replying to Marco Rubio goofy ass, getting upset, talking crazy. We're gonna show up. We're gonna bomb them. You're not gonna do nothing. You can't stop Iran from controlling the straits. They control the oil. They control the fuel prices are rising. People are already struggling in America and around the world to pay bills. Won't be able to pay to get on cab, go to cabs. Won't be paid to do Uber. Won't be paid to do Lyft. Won't be able to pay to do grocery shopping. All that shit goes up. So you're in a tight situation, Trump. All your crazy talking, all your nonsense bravado doesn't work because, see, reality is hitting now. Iran controls the straits. And not on the straits now. They also control over by Africa, the Red Sea. Now they control the Red Sea by Africa. That's closed. Through the Houthis. Right? Because you had goofy Saudi Arabia, which don't make no sense, bomb the Houthis airport. I'm sure the Americans try. That don't even make any sense. So now Saudi Arabia is going broke because they can't ship their oil out unless they take it up through the Suez Canal. That takes too long. Then they got to go all the way around Africa, all around the back, down the bottom to South Africa, and come all the way up and around, right? Let me see images. See. Let me see this real quick. Let me see images of the Middle East.
Pull mine down.
Yeah, for a second. Images of the Middle East and Africa. So I can explain it like that. There we go. Bigger. picture. I want the whole thing. Let's see if we get the whole thing. Okay, let's see what's a better picture. Want all of Africa, no one half. Okay, let's just do this one right here. Okay, let's explain this right here. Okay. Let me use that. I use this, then I go to the big one. Okay. Let me share my screen for a second, guys. All right. Share screen. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you see. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Can I make this bigger? Make this bigger. Do that. No. Let's stay where I'm at. Okay, let me just stay like that. Okay. If you guys see my screen, this is Iran right here. And this is where the Houthis are at, right here by Yemen. They go Kenya where Joby's at. Ethiopia. Right here is the Red Sea. So the Houthis, so this is one of the busiest traffic points on the world, even more busier than the Strait of Hormuz. This is more busier. If people don't want to go all the way around Africa, so the Houthis sit right here in Yemen. So they have closed this part down. That's why everybody wanted to put a military base in Djibouti, so they can have control of this strait as well, or in Somalia. But the Houthis are right here. Say anything that moves, we're going to bomb it. There's no getting through it. So Saudi Arabia is right here. So Saudi Arabia gets all its food and pork because this is a desert, as Iran said. It said if we blow up all the critical shit in Saudi, that's a wrap, because this is a desert. UAE is a desert. All this shit right here is a desert. And so Iran said, call our bluff. Any of our infrastructure gets blown up over here, we're going to blow all this shit up. And I say it again. Saudi Arabia is a desert. Without any critical infrastructure, it ceased to exist. It ceased to exist. It doesn't exist as a functional country anymore. So what Saudi was doing to get its oil out, since it couldn't go this way through the Straits, it was had a pipeline, because its oil fields are right here. The Saudi oil fields are right on the coast, right here. So they built a pipeline to bring it out to the port here and then ship it down through here and go out to China, Japan, and all India and all that shit. But now this is blocked. The Houthis said, you're not bringing shit through here no more. And Saudi Arabia tried, and the Houthis blew it up. They had 3 oil tankers coming down through here, and the Houthis blew up one, and the Saudi Arabia, the 2, they turned back to Saudi. I don't know if they went through the Suez Canal right here, through Egypt, right, and come all around through the Mediterranean, and they come all the way around Africa, which costs 10 times more, right? So what you see here, you got Iraq, Iran, you got a little bit of Kuwait right there, you got Qatar and Bahrain, you got Jordan right here, and you got Israel right there. Look. So Iran is saying, if our critical infrastructure starts going down, remember, because they got all the bases here have been blown up. America had a base in UAE, we had a base in Oman, we got bases in Saudi Arabia, we got bases right here in Bahrain, we got bases right here in Kuwait, we got one base in Iraq, we got bases in Jordan, but Iran has blew up all these bases. Jordan, all blown the fuck up. Saudi Arabia, all blown up. The UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, all blown up. Oman, all blown up. But remember, Trump said they didn't have no more missiles. We blew them all up. It's over. They've got nothing. They have nothing. They have no way of doing nothing. We bombed and blew everything up. There's nothing. But since we don't have a fourth estate anymore, any real media, no one's going to say, hey, you sound stupid. Are you insane? Trump, are you a baser? Are you patient? Are you okay? Because all these bases have been destroyed beyond repair. They're gone. So now they have a choice to move everything to Israel. But if they move it to Israel, remember, it's about 1,500 miles from here to here, so you got to refuel your planes to make it to Iran to drop your sorties, right? To drop your sorties. So right here, Iran is saying if you put shit here, we're gonna blow up Israel. We're gonna blow it up. And now, like I told you, Iran's capability as far as missile targeting is beyond belief now, thanks to China. They use China's now GPS system to do what needs to be done. So now their accuracy is now phenomenal. So we know they hold the world's oil hostage here and through here, right? So, and if they start blowing up all these countries here, all these fake kingdoms will be overthrown. They will cease to exist. There will be no more Saudi Arabia. Remember, it's named after the house of Saud. These fake Arabs, Saud. That's their name. The English named the country after them. The name of the place is Arabia, not Saudi. So Saudi Arabia will cease to exist. Iran already knows. He already told you. Saudi Arabia is going to cease to exist. Fuck around. The UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, cease to exist. These are all fake kingdoms created in World War I. When the Turk, there you go, Turk right here, right? This is Turkey. So before World War I, this country of Turkey wasn't called Turkey. It was called the Ottoman Turk Empire. The Ottoman Turk Empire controlled Greece over here in Europe, controlled all of this shit here, Iraq. It didn't control Iran, but it controlled Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Jordan, Israel, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, and Morocco. It controlled all this shit. All this shit was the Ottoman Turk Empire. Remember, that's why all these countries now were controlled by the Europeans after World War I. That's why you had France, had Algeria, you had Italy, controlled Libya. They were all vassal states of Europeans after war, because this is all Ottoman Turk Empire land. All this shit. So how big the Ottoman Turk Empire was. All this shit right here, all this land, even Oman, Yemen, all this shit was the Ottoman Turk Empire, all of it. So when they lost in World War I, of course, the Europeans came and stole all this land, made all these fake kingdoms, right? Made all these fake, phony kings. And so Iran is telling you openly, these are all fake countries. Countries are fake anyway. These are all fake kingdoms. So as soon as we start blowing them up, the people are going to turn against them. The people they're going to be uninhabitable, because these are deserts, guys. These are deserts. So all these high skyscrapers they had, how are they going to survive? They don't got no water. Water's gone. They got no way to make money, because Iran, they blew up all the oil fields. They're gone. You can't put an oil field back on for 50 and 60 years. So now these fake countries go back into what? Remember, they all poor. So these fake Arabs go back into poverty. And so these goopy Africans down here, I guess, won't be able to worship them no more. These dumbass Africans won't get to worship them no more, because these morons will go back into poverty where they've always been. They've always been poor, because this is a desert. They got rich because what they found oil. So Trump is in the hard place. That's why Trump is scared and going behind the back channels again, asking for another ceasefire. We gave you one. You destroyed that. You destroyed that when you didn't go what? Go with the memorandum of understanding. These are your signature, and you violated it. Now you're going through the back, and you keep saying Iran wants a deal so bad. Why would Iran want a deal? Through these sanctions, family, Iran is self-sufficient. Iran doesn't get anything from the rest of the world, because it's been 50 years, really 49 now, since 1979, when America and the world put sanctions on. So Iran had to learn to be self-sufficient. Like even Torre is saying in Burkina Faso, they had to produce, they had to consume what they produced because they were cut off from the rest of the world, because they had the nerve to get their country back from the white man. How dare they get their country back, right? You're not allowed to do that in this system. Your country is created to give the Rothschilds, these bankers, money, make them rich off your back, and leave your people in shambles and in poverty. That's the world scam. So, as Iran said, these countries will go back and being poor again. They've always been poor. That's why he said, even Torre said 30 years ago, yeah, now they got big buildings, because these countries have always been impoverished. They ain't told these goopy Negroes that who worship these motherfuckers be over there licking their boots and going to do work over, be they maids and shit. These people, these countries are impoverished. And the reason they're not is because of the oil. So if Trump perpetuates this, they're talking about we're going to put ground troops. Okay. You guys see my screen. Where are you going to put the ground troops to get into Iran? You going to put them in Iraq? You can't do that. Iraq is controlled by Iran now. The militia is bigger than the Hezbollah over here in Lebanon. That's why I said Kuwait's going to be gone. They're probably going to take Kuwait. And ain't nothing nobody going to do to stop them either. Ain't nobody going to be getting no war together to go fight no Iraq this time. So Kuwait, this little bitty part right here called Kuwait, that's probably going to cease to exist. Okay, so where are you going to do the ground? You're not going to do it in Turkey. Turkey's part of NATO. Turkey said absolutely not. Because Turkey's right there, part of northern Iran, right there. Could you launch it here? Could you put in American forces, fly them in here, and get them ready to invade Iran right there? Now, to me, that's the only viable thing you could do, because you can force Turkey, because Turkey is, you can't do here. This is all gone. This is all gone. Can't do it from Iraq. Can't do it from Saudi Arabia. So you got to cross the Persian Gulf. Can't do it from none of these countries. Have no invasion of Iran. The only place you could do it is right here from Turkey. Can't do it from here. Russia controls all this shit. Azerbaijan, Georgia, Russia controls all that. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia right here. You ain't doing it from there. Only viable place you can do it is from Turkey. Turkey, right here. Turkey. Now, you can force Turkey because Turkey's what? Part of NATO. Turkey's part of NATO. And you can force Turkey through bribery. Say, we're going to pay so many billions if you allow it, and then we need you also to join the fight. See, this is how they're going to but see, Turkey's not stupid, because Israel's already been talking shit about Turkey. Remember, Israel just said, once we get rid of Iran, we're going to go get Turkey. Turkey's next, right? That's what Israel's saying right now. Once we get rid of Iran, Turkey's next. So what benefit would it be to have Turkey allow America to put troops on the ground right here to invade Iran? But this is the only viable place. You can't do it from Afghanistan. Pakistan right here, or Afghanistan. That's a no. You ain't gonna do it from Turkmenistan. That's absolutely not. That's Russian. That's Russian control. These are all parts of the former Soviet Union. So you're not gonna do it from here. Afghanistan is a hell no. Pakistan right here is a hell no. Only option you got, I see, is Turkey. This is my old military thinking coming again. Only option you got is Turkey. Now, you can bribe Turkey with money because Turkey's economy is all effed up. But Turkey will be opening itself up if they can somehow defeat Iran, put a ground invasion right here in. I'm telling you, it won't work because you don't got enough troops. Remember, Iranians are 90+ million strong. You don't got enough to subdue 90 million. You must have a fighting force of at least 5 to 10 million. There's no fighting force trained in the world right now to have military cohesion. It's not just the numbers, guys. You must have military cohesion. You must work work good together, right? So you must at least have 5 to 10 million, at least 10 million. Because that would give you at least 1 soldier to 10 human beings, right? 10 to 1. Those odds, yeah, you probably could do some shit. So you can't do nothing with nothing less than 10 million. I don't think the Turkish army is no bigger than maybe 1 million, maybe 2. So you still don't got enough. Europe, absolutely not. Them weak ass white people that Europe is done. Devastated. Europe can't fight no war. These dumbass Africans don't even know that yet. Europe is done as a military power. It's done. And everybody knows it. So getting any kind of military power from Europe, from France, Spain, Italy, Germany, or England, not to do no damage. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't got enough of them moist white people to do any damn thing. Their societies are in free fall. That's why they're so worried about Russia taking all of Ukraine, because they know they can't fight Russia. They know they can't fight Russia no war. Who's Russia gonna take Ukraine? Probably is. Probably gonna take all of it. It used to be Russia anyway. Europe can't stop Russia from taking it if they want to take it without getting America involved, and we're not fighting that war. So Turkey is the only place they can launch this invasion. But let me get out of this. So you guys let me get out of all that. So let me get out of all that. So we look this up real quick on TikTok. We'll do this real quick. Say Israel. Israel talks about going after Turkey after Iran. So it wouldn't be in Turkey's benefit. That's the only place I can see can be feasible to launch a ground invasion on Iran is Turkey. Because Turkey can be bribed and Turkey is part of NATO. But Turkey said, we're not going to slit our own throats.
No results. Maybe.
Ain't that funny? Because we're going to take that. Go to YouTube. Remember, the Ellisons control it now. So now you're not supposed to know shit. Ain't that no? Okay. Let's say Israel. Type it like this and say Israel talks about Turkey. Let's say we said Israel talks about Turkey. Do it like that. Israel talks about Turkey. Here we go. Oh, wait. Now go to
President Trump is in Turkey, right?
Go back to go back to that. Go back to go to that man with the beard. That Mossad agent here. Yeah.
We have to be prepared for the next war, which will be probably against Turkey and Egypt. We don't think geostrategically. Forget about Jolani. Forget about Donald Trump.
They've all been saying this. See, I'm just using he's in the form of Mossad spot. So he's been saying this for the longest time. Government's been saying this. And Turkey, I don't think Turkey don't know. And they already told Turkey, remember Turkey said they better stop or they're going to get involved. And what the Israelis said? The Ottoman Turk Empire is gone. Because remember, Turkey said, I'm going to say they're going to look this up. I'm going to look this up too. Turkey said, we need to go back and take over Jerusalem. Right? Remember, that was all Turkey. Remember, Turkey, imagine this. For all this time, Turkey controlled the seat of Christianity and the seat of Islam. You know, you imagine that? Because there was no Saudi Arabia. So they controlled Medina, Mecca, where Mecca was at, right? Where these goop balls go around that damn cube. It was Islam. Turkey controlled Mecca and Turkey controlled Jerusalem. The Jesus shit and the Jewish, they controlled all that shit for 500 years. We think about it like, wow, Turkey controlled both these fake holy lands. You guys know we don't ever think about that. Turkey controlled Mecca and Turkey controlled Jerusalem at the same time for 500 years. Wow. That's crazy. I never thought about it like that. We're not even taught that in history. That's so overwhelmingly massive that the Turkish Empire controlled Mecca and Jerusalem at the same time. Wow, that's crazy. They controlled the Islamic world, holy site, and they controlled the Christian and the Jewish world, holy site, at the same time for 500 years. Wow, that's crazy. Go ahead, Joe. Let me go and say it.
I am principally worried, first of all, for the welfare of our Druze brothers across the border, but secondarily, if Jolani and his Islamists actually reoccupy that area,
they will.
We will have the Turks. We will have the Turks right on our border.
We eventually will, and I'm not so sure that we will have as easy a time with the Turks as we.
And remember, these handkerchief head bashers 200 years ago came to Turks. Can you give us a homeland in Jerusalem? The Turks said, hell no. Absolutely not with your handkerchief head ass.
Had with the Iranians. I've been following Turkish military doctrine, and
the strongest army in the Middle East.
The storm is coming.
Yes, of course. And they're a member of NATO.
And even worse, they're a member of NATO. So I look at Iran as a problem we absolutely have to finish. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Gaza, same thing. And the Hezbollah. Why? Why am I fixated on this now? Because we have to be.
Maniac. This is a homicidal, genocidal maniac. What he is. It's a homicidal, genocidal maniac. This is a super psychopath with a fucked up, stinking ass beard. You know his beard stinks. All kind of bugs in that shit.
Prepared for the next war, which will be probably against Turkey and Egypt. I hope not also, but we, hope, you remember, it was the last demon out of Pandora's box. We have.
See? So Erdogan, what's Erdogan saying? That's the president of Turkey. Anyway, so that's all I want to say right there. We leave that alone. So they're saying, and I told you, the only viable way I see them putting ground forces would be to Turkey. But Turkey knows that these cats with these fucked up hats want to come after them next. Well, damn, God got us that shit. They know the cats with the hats want to come after them first, and told Turkey the Ottoman Empire don't exist, and the Ottoman Empire ain't never coming back. They told Turkey, Ottoman Empire, we crushed it. Yeah, they did crush it. I told you, World War I was started to make sure they break up the Ottoman. Oh, forget all them fake ass history they give you. World War I was about two things. It was about them breaking up the Ottoman Empire, because the Ottoman Empire was that what? Like our empire was weak, had buffoons running, they were all goofy, they were in debt, their military had gone into the military was full of incompetent people. And so cats with the hats knew that they were right to be overthrown finally, right? So understand when they don't look at that they killed some duke, that's all a lie. They wanted those lands, what you see today, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, all that shit. And because these goofy fake Arabs, they couldn't fight. They couldn't win any wars. That's why you got them. If you guys go look at the movie Lawrence of Arabia, that true story. These goofy white Arabs, these fake Arabs couldn't fight. So they was never going to be able to overthrow the Ottoman Empire. So they constructed a war with all the European powers, England, France, all of them came against Turkey to fight them, to destroy the empire finally, because they knew they were weak. It's like America. The Turkish Empire was full of buffoons. The top people were all stupid. The military was all full of dummies, right? So the empire was no longer sustainable. So the empire was no longer sustainable. It was run by morons. And so the cats with the hats knew they could finally get it, break it, and break it up, break its back, break it up, right? Because what you see really, these fake Arabs, they're really just Turks. These fake Arabs are nothing but Turks. Yeah, I'm Arab, all these fake Arabs, all these fake people, even in Iran. Those are not Persians. Original Persians, all these people are cosplaying Africans. That's why your history is so important. Persia were Africans. Sumer, all these places, these are African people. So these people say, oh, these are ancient. So we hear him talking about Iran. Iran is an ancient empire from when it's Persian, blah, blah. Those are not those people. Let me show you something. Let me go back to my take your video down. Let me show this real quick. Let me use this map again. Show you something historically correct. Let me go here. Okay, let me know you see my screen.
Not yeah.
Okay, these people I got going. These people come from here, and they invaded south. They come from what we call the steppes. That's why you see how this is called Turkmenistan? Turk. These all Turkish people. Right? Because this was never Turkey over here. This was the Byzantine Empire, part of Rome, Italy. These Turkish people come down, invade Iran or Persia, invade all this whole area, right? These Turkish people. All these motherfuckers you see in North Africa are Turkmen. They're from here, Turkmenistan. That's why you see Turk and Turkey here. This was never full of Turkish people. They come from even further up where you got Kazakhstan and Tajikistan. They come out of there. They go into India, which is right here. This is India. Pakistan is India. They take over northern India and then push back the black people here, wipe most of them out, the Africans, kill most of them, come down here, and then sweep across into here. Right? This whole area. So when you call people fucking Arabs, those are Turks mixed with Europeans. But they're not no fucking Arab. And these people, I have no beef against them. They're not Persians. These white people you see in Persia today, they're not Persians. Persia was African. It's like you got these white people pretending to be Berbers now in Morocco and Algeria. Berbers were African people. So you have a people with no history sweep down through this area and take over all this shit here and reclassify themselves as the original African people. You get that? And you have them move all up in here. Now they call this Turkey. That's not where these motherfuckers came from. They invaded that. That's why this is called Turkmenistan, land of the Turks. How you get Turks here and Turks over here? They come down from here and invade all this shit. Same fucking people, genetically. These people are all the same people genetically. Let me do it. Hold on, give me a second. Northeast Asia. Let me images of Northeast Asia. No, not. I want the whole more than that. Let me say Central Asia. That's not enough. What's going on? Shit, hold on. Images of Central Asia. There we go. Okay, better. All right. Change this over here. Get a bigger picture. Bigger picture. Damn. Well, let me go to map. Okay, it's better. Okay. Let me get a better picture. How big is that? Shit. Okay, this is better. This is easy. This is better. Okay, I gotta switch over here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Stop my picture. Let me stop here. Let me go here. Let me go here. All right. Let me look at you guys. See my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This area here, where all these fucking people come from. Caucasus Mountains over here, though, right? In this area here. They don't come from there. They end up there in them caves, but they don't come. This is the Caucasus Mountains all up around here. This area. This is your Caucasus Mountains. Those people came from this area, the steppes of Asia. And so they pushed down, that's why it's called Kazakhstan, Kazakh. These are all Turkic people. And all these people you see call themselves now Arabs and all that shit. These are Turks. That way you had a Khaganate. That's why it's called Kazakhstan. The Turks had something called the Khaganate. That was their empire, the Khaganate. Kazakhstan. So these are all Turkic people. So you know, see that? Well, you got no real history. These are Turkic people. These are Turkic people in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkic people, Turkmenistan, Turkic people. They come all the way down, pushing to Iran. These are Turkic people. Of course, now you got Turkey, who are Turkic people. The Iraqis are Turkic people. And all the motherfuckers being fake. And all these motherfuckers here. All these motherfuckers here. All these people here. All these people here. Share. All these people here are Turks. All these motherfucking fake Arabs you see in Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt. These are all Turks, and they're not even Arabs. They're not even Arabs. They're Turks who come down and they sweep. You have a horde of Turks, you call Indo-Europeans, Turks. Because remember, this was never fucking Turkey. Turks invaded this and changed it to the Ottoman Turk Empire. Because all these motherfuckers are Turks. Right? Because remember, this is Byzantium. This was Eastern Rome. The Turks invaded it and took it over in 1452. Let me see when. Oh, let me check in my year. I want to say it's 1450. You guys give me a second. When the Turks take over Byzantium. When did the Turks take over Byzantium? Constantine the Great, we know about that one. Not the church. Byzantine Empire. Oh, I didn't say the church, I said the Turks. I said the Turks. I said the church. The Turks. Hold on, let me see. Understand this. When did the Ottoman Turks take over Byzantium? What year? Okay, I was wondering, I said 1452, 1453. So let me got some real history here. 1453. So this horde of individuals, you see Turkey today, and people wasn't there. Well, you call it Turkey today, wasn't the fucking Turks, Morocco, none of that shit. These people invaded. They would call themselves fucking Arabs. Ain't no goddamn Arab. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me share this. Okay. So the Ottoman Turks took over the Byzantine Empire on May 29th, 1453, when Sultan, what's his name? Mehmed II conquered the capital city of Constantinople, which is today now called Istanbul, if you guys don't know. Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, was Constantinople, named after Constantine the Great, where they was making up that fake Christianity shit, right? That's what Christianity was made at. Constantinople, and was it 324 AD? So 1,000 years later, the Turks get it. Well, 1,100 years later, right? So 1,100 years later, the Turks take it from the white European. 1442, they overthrow the Byzantine Empire, and this becomes the beginning of the Ottoman Turk Empire. That's why they want to educate you, right? You think those Turks just been there. These are Turks, that's Turkey. This land belongs to the Turks. We got moronic Africans talking about the fucking Algerians and Moroccans and all that shit. These people invaded. They invaded these areas. They're not indigenous to none of that shit over there. The Turkish people who sit in Turkey today are not indigenous to that area. They invaded in 1453 and took it over. Right? And all them goopy fake kingdoms that we see, they call themselves Arabs, calling themselves Arabs today, is a lie. Those are all Turks mixed with Europeans. And why they got blonde and blue eyes, all that shit. They're not Arab. Arab is African. Arab was an African culture, not a people. Right? So these people come down with no idea. Remember, no one knows when these white people that showed up one day. They come down like a horde and start invading all these African spaces and assuming African people are there. That's why you got the Iranians calling themselves Persian. They're not Persian. They're not indigenous to that area. They invaded. You know the news. Persia was such a great empire. They come from a long history empire. It wasn't them people. You'd be like, you know, yeah, they come from a long empire. Yeah, it come from a long history of civilization. You're like, what? Remember, because they've erased your history, erased your African history, and put white people all in the movies as you, all these biblical stories of these white people and shit. But all that whole area was African. Your mind's all fucked up with white people playing you. Well, when you go to Kenya, say, hey, you know if Jesus is real, you have to be black, they'll stone you to death. You're crazy. They'll kill you because they don't know shit about any real history. They'll kill you. So you know these places where, let me see, I got my other one. Let me see this to you real quick, Joe.
Okay.
It's on my other phone now. Take it from my other phone real quick. I got it. And I got it here. Oh yeah. I got two. I want you to do this one.
This is real purple.
Yes,
The
sir.
people of North Africa.
Exactly. I send this one to you, Joe. It's coming from my other phone.
Okay.
Play this one, Joby, then play also this one real quick, and this one,
They are not the history.
and this one,
The psychopathic problem of the white man.
and that one. Okay. That's two I sent you. But and this is why that's why whenever you find white people, they always want to, erase your history. You were everywhere on this planet. This is a black planet, whether who likes it or not. And I'll be on tonight. I got my thumbnail. It's hard to make these thumbnails. Who knows how to make thumbnails? The thumbnails are so great now on YouTube. You can't do. Who knows how to make? Anybody know where you can go to get good thumbnails? I can't make good thumbnails. Who knows how to make great thumbnails? You guys know anybody knows how to make great thumbnails? We can hire. I mean, you see all the new thumbnails, they all be all great. They're all AI and great. I can't make, who knows how to make great thumbnails? My thumbnails suck. I always have suck. They suck, man. They suck. I can be honest. I'm honest. I'm always brutally honest with me. Shit. I'm honest. I don't make no damn thumbnails. The thumbnails suck. I think you make good thumbnails, man. Like you guys be on YouTube. The new thumbnails are amazing. Motherfuckers doing pictures, 3D and AI. I'm like, God damn. Why do you make these thumbnails at? You ask somebody, they don't want to tell you. Because I ain't tell you about my thumbnails. What? It's just a thumbnail, nigga. How you make them? I'm going to send Joby out.
This is real Berber. The people of North Africa today.
Now these are North Africans who they killed or displaced to move south. These are your Moroccans, these are your real Algerians, these are your real Egyptians, these are your real Tunisians, these are your real Libyans, the Berbers. What you see there are Turks mixed with Europeans and Greeks. I tried the YouTube, that don't work. You can't do no YouTube studio. That shit don't work. Just thanks for that. And if I make some damn thumbnails, that's another reason why I only want to do my show, because my thumbnails suck. I get that's thumbnails. Fuck, I ain't going. I get all discouraged because the thumbnail sucks. Who knows how to make thumbnails, man? I want to know. You guys find out this as a YouTube. Ask them where they make thumbnails at. You know what makes the best thumbnails? I ain't going to lie. Tariq, no good ass. He makes the most disrespect. He got the Africans always looking crazy on his thumb. Every time. I was like, this bastard here. He said, I was talking to Ethiopian. You got the Ethiopian looking all crazy. Remember, there's other one he said, I was talking to this Kenyan. He got the Kenyan looking all crazy. Got him in Kibera. And the Kenyan guy told you he's a lawyer. He's actually out of Dubai. That was yesterday, right? He said, brother, you can't talk about no shit with us. You got a whole big ass slum over there. Don't no project look like no slums. And you see the picture of the thumbnail. You got the brother with a fucked up suit on, right? Sitting in Kibera. I said, God damn, that's crazy. He got all the Africans and Caribbeans looking crazy as shit. I said, these thumbnails are outrageous, Tariq. These thumbnails. It's crazy. Go to Tariq's channel. Go to that Ism, because he must got a strike on his other channel. Go to that Ism Radio, IZM Radio, and look at them thumbnails. He got Africans and Caribbeans looking crazy. You guys go to Ism Radio. And look at them crazy thumbnails. They got the Africans looking all in pot. You got the Caribbeans, the Haitians looking all crazy. It's some more disrespectful shit. He said, no, I'm in Dubai, Tariq, but I don't think you should be lambasting Africans. Brother, don't you got that slum over there that could bear you talking about divisive, you motherfuckers ain't fixed that yet? I said, God damn, that shit is unlivable. And you talking about being divisive? You don't think it's divisive? There are motherfuckers living in that shit. God damn. You don't find that divisive, brother. And you in Dubai. Yeah, but we got work for a firm. Nah, brother, okay. You ain't in there. Want to tell me how great it is? You ain't living in it. Talking about divisive. Go fix that slum, brother. Then look at the thumbnail. You got the Kenyan guy in fucking Kibera. He's looking all fucked up with a fucked up suit on. God damn. I said, Tariq got the best thumbnails. Where you guys, but everybody else making great thumbnails too, though. His is just funny. Tariq is just disrespected. Said, you flicked to the channel a few days ago. He was arguing with the tether as usual, so I just scrolled. Yeah, he was on my, after I got done with the show with Joby, shit popped up, and I seen it said Kenya, right? And the guy sitting in compressor. Let me see what this is about, right? So I clicked on, and Lori was like, brother, you're so divisive about Africa, and we understand you want to separate. He said, no, okay, where are you at right now? You in the States? You in the States? Where are you at? Are you in Kenya? No, I'm in Dubai. See, just like I said, you ain't even in Kenya. Right? He said, you ain't even in Kenya. You're in Dubai. He said, but no, brother, I'm not here escaping Kenya. I'm here as a lawyer. And then Tariq said, He said, you talking about, he said, so Tariq said, have you been to the United States? He said, yes, I've been to New York. They have projects there. He said, yeah, projects, not slums. You know, there's no slum like that nowhere in America, like that Kibera. Am I telling a lie about that Kibera? I've been to Kenya. Kibera. That's the biggest slum in the world, ain't it? And I said, yeah, it's big, but that's not all of Kenya. Yeah, but you saying being divisive. How about being divisive living up in that shit? I said, then I seen the thumbnail. I said, he got the brother in Kibera on the fucked up. Hold on, let me show you the thumbnail real quick. Let me go. Let me show you this thumbnail you got. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let me show you this thumbnail. Let me show you these thumbnails. He's got the craziest thumbnails. Here we go, son. Let's go ahead. You got nothing. AOC stupid. He already got the African. Let me go. Go to channel. Real quick. Okay. Now look. Now, let me share my screen. Now tell me, you don't got the Africans and the Caribbeans looking some kind of crazy. It's just some disrespectful shit. Watch how you got African people and Caribbean people. Now look at this. So you got, let's see it. Let's go see Africa. So where's here you go. Now look, you got the guy trying to do, let me see what I was doing. Hold on, give me a second. I don't want no commercials. See? Hold on. Give me a second. Now look at this. See? Pause it. See how he got the goddamn see how he got the Kenyan? He got him in his damn slums and shit. You live like us. He said, we don't live like you, right? He got him in a fucked up suit and some fucked up sandals, right? Crazy. Because the Kenyan guys said, you guys live like us. He said, Tariq said, we don't live like you. You see these? So they got this lawyer in a fucked up suit looking all crazy. Tariq's got, so look, let me go with some of his other ones. All right, let's go to, so look how he's got this other dude. This other dude right here. Look, he's got this other dude from this Jamaican. Look how he's got the crazy Jamaican. Let me see. Look how he's got this crazy Jamaican. He got this crazy Jamaican. Okay, you guys see my thing?
Yeah.
So he's got the Jamaican flag back there. He got him in power. Look at it. You live in shanty towns too. And he's like, what? Really? We don't live like no shit in Jamaica, right? So he got his Jamaican looking all crazy. And they got him in these flip-flops, these sandals again, and all that poverty and shit, right? Don't Tariq got the damn Jamaican looking all crazy and shit. Living in filth and garbage. Got the Jamaican flag right here. So he said, really? So Tariq's like, what? We don't live in those shanty towns like you do in Kenya and Jamaica. Are you out of your mind? So he said, you live in shanty towns too, right? He's like, what? Really? So this is another one. This shit should be crazy. So this is like mad disrespect. Let me see. So, I don't want to do it. I'm not saying it. Hold on. There's a video. Here we go. These things like be mad disrespectful, right? Just crazy. They got African taxi driver told Lee Daniels he looked too aggressive. Lee Daniels is a homosexual. I guess that's all coming. So look at this. Got the Haitian guy looking all crazy. They got he got this guy. He said a woman. He said this is a woman. Why look at this crazy shit here? He said this woman tried to crash out on Tariq, but it backfired. This is supposed to be he said this is a South Sudanese woman pouring piss on her head. Cow piss. And I seen this one too. So he said the lady comes and said, yes, Tariq, we put piss on our head because it's spiritual. He said, what? So he got this, but she was living in Australia. He said, why you ain't living in South Sudan? Right. So he's got on his spiritual shampoo, right? Which is cow piss. He said, yes, I put piss on my head, Tariq. He said, you put piss on your head? And you think we're supposed to unite with your ass? You gonna fight people with a pissy head and shit with all kind of diseases? So look, he got this South Sudanese lady. These are the kind of ladies that used to bully Joby. South Sudanese. Oh, God. So he got him looking all crazy. So he's got another, what's this one? There's another African guy. What African is this? So look at this. So it's a Haitian. No, it's a Haitian. So you got a Haitian. They never got no shoes on. Tariq always got with fucked up feet and sandals and shit on. So this is a Haitian. What have you built? See, the Haitian, what have you built? They got the Haitian. So he's saying the Haitian works at Amazon. He's all low budget. He said they're saying the Haitian's all low budget, working at Amazon. He's all got Amazon. Got an Amazon jacket on and shit. Tariq is the worst. He got motherfuckers looking crazy. So this is a Haitian guy. It's a Haitian. He got the Kenyan guy in Canberra with no shoes on. Got the Haitian at Amazon. He got the South Sudanese lady with piss on her head. He got the Jamaican in a slum. It's crazy. So that's what I'm saying. You got the white guy, Haitian woman tried. You got people looking this crazy. See, you got the Black Americans looking normal. Like what? You got Camille Anthony. He looks normal, right? Look, everybody see. You got another black guy. So he's lying. This African said, "My family is from Mississippi." He's saying this East African guy who lives in Mississippi, right? He said, "My family's from Mississippi." He said, "No, because of course you got Africans now that live around the country, right? And look, motherfucker ain't got no shoes on again. Everybody's got sandals and shit on with fucked up clothes. So you got the East African guy saying, "My family's from Mississippi." So East African caller gets caught. Lennox lying. Saying he's Lennox from, yeah, you probably live in Mississippi now, Kenyan dude, but you're not from Mississippi. Your family's not from there. Why would you choose Mississippi anyway? But that's another story. Anyway, but I'm saying, see, they make great goddamn, see, and a passport, bro. So they ain't gonna, he telling this fat motherfucker passport, bro. Sassy. He saying it's a sassy passport, bro, like Austin Holloman over in Austin then left Kenya now, they got him out of here. Sassy passport, bro, said this about FBI. He's sassy passport, bro. So this is American passport, bro. Because most of them are like he got flipped. He ain't got no shoes on either. What's Tariq with these flip flops? So he said most of these passport bros are gay, are weird acting because they can't get cooch in America. So they go overseas. He calls them a homosexual passport bros. So I'm just saying, I need to make some good damn thumbnails, right? So he's got Nolan Wells looking normal, right? But every African's got looking crazy. He said, "You they go another Haitian, right? Another Haitian he got looking crazy." What happened? What is this? Oh, skip that. He got another Haitian looking crazy. Weird flip. Don't nobody ever got no shoes on. Saying he's eating all kind of weird meat. What's that shit? Tariq said he's frying weird shit, right? He's frying weird bush meat. He ain't got no shoes on either, and fucked up clothes. Haitian trying to say, "You fled too," which we did, right? With kind of mustard and when these outside, I never eat no street food. Fuck, never eat none of this shit. He's frying up weird ass food on the street. Goddamn. So, don't nobody ever got no shoes on. I got flip flops and shit on. So it's crazy, right? It's crazy. So you got all Africans looking crazy. See, okay, they're gonna goddamn the damn Ethiopian guy. You got to eat them with the big head, right? Ain't trying to be laughing.
That's funny. Oh, that's the funniest.
They got the Ethiopians say because Ethiopians have big foreheads and shit. Somalis, Listen, Ethiopian call it and try to scare the FBAs. Not a travel advisor. The travel advisor is real. Tariq's too stupid to know. Tariq is stupid as a travel advisor because of the war. So this guy was just trying to be nice and war. Say, be careful about the t-shirts.
It's so funny.
And the funny part about this shit, Tariq's hair is fake. This nigga's got a hair helmet on. It's fake. That's why he went to Turkey to get those hair things. And he's bald as hell. See, I ain't got no bald. My hair's cut. I ain't got no bald spot. This dude's hairline is way back here. This is all fake. This is a fake. This like Joby's wig. This is fake. This is a hair hat he got on. This is all fake. This dude's hair's all bald back. It's all bald. Remember, he got Botox looking. Tariq damn near 60 years old. All that facial surgery his ass and got. We try to make fun of this guy. He don't know what this dude look. He said, yeah, Tariq, I'm from Ethiopia. But I live in America. Where you live at? I live in, of course, he live in the DMV area. A lot of Ethiopians and Kenyans. I told you, live in that DMV area. That Maryland, D.C., Virginia.
Is that like it has lungs?
Yeah, they got lines in it. Almost like a butt, but there's all balls in there, a crack in the butt, like a butt. Look at all.
Sorry.
It's your fault. Yeah.
So that was funny. That made me to laugh.
Let me get out of that. Let me go here. Listen. Damn. I forgot about he still got the girls on there. He bought them girls 6 years ago. 7 years ago. I forgot about them ladies on that shit. Let me get out of here. Okay, Joe, you can play the other one.
Okay.
I sent you for it. I'll just wrap it up in a minute.
I don't think I finished the first one, actually.
Yeah. My fault. It's the first one.
They are not the historical Berbers. Similarly, as Iranian people today are not the ancient Persian people. They are the Aryan people speaking an Aryan language called Farsi. Just like the Aryan people who speak Hindi in northern India are not the ancient dark skinned
people. Came from nowhere where they came from, and they invaded throughout that area. They cosplay Indians now. They cosplay fucking Persian people. They cosplay Arabs. It had any history, so they just showed up out the blue. And they're like, "Whoa, savage!" Go ahead, Jim.
People who speak Sanskrit. Donald Trump is not a Native American. Similarly, people of North Africa and Middle East today, like Bassem Youssef, are not the ancient Egyptians, not the ancient Arabic or dark-skinned Berber people.
Dragged into a church and baptized.
The white line. This was a lecture at Yale School of Medicine, April 6, 2021, by a Dr. Haruna Kilanani, an American.
It was messing up.
Pardon?
Start from the beginning again.
Okay.
It was messing up a little bit.
The psychopathic problem of the white mind. This was a lecture at Yale School of Medicine
white mind
by a Dr. Haruna Kilanani, an American forensic psychiatrist and psychoanalysis.
It'd be fair to say, based on your expertise, that white people are psychopathic.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think that there's many lies that delivered was only.
But they don't want to put that in the news. You don't need. You're dealing with psychopaths. Go ahead.
part of a first series of talks, but the level of lying that white people do that has started since colonialism, we're just used to it.
They've been lying about everything.
Such as every time that you steal a country, you loot, you say you've discovered something. I mean, this level of lie is actually part of history.
So to paraphrase her argument, the denial, the disassociation, the lack of guilt, the inability to emotionally acknowledge the historical violence associated with white supremacy could be understood through a psychoanalytic framework of psychopathic. To think that you could never be guilty of such things, or people that look like you could never be guilty of such things, is psychopathic. The lack of empathy, the lack of acknowledgement. You would protect everything you love before this ever comes out. That's a problem. When people involved refuse to understand Mississippi's history, the lack of trust that Black people have. One woman in the comments said about an executive that was found with predatory images or sexting a youngster. She said, he looked like a regular person. That's terrifying. And I responded to her, no, they look like monsters to us. They might look familiar and family to you, but to us, they don't look regular. And she didn't understand that. She felt that, no, your people are the ones that look like monsters. That reaction can resemble traits associated with psychopathy, lack of empathy, lack of remorse, denial of injury, and concern primarily for one's own comfort. That's psychopathic, and it's rampant in certain communities. There needs to be, there's already a study about it. Let's look at the concepts, the 4 concepts described in her argument: denial, disassociation, moral disengagement, and the reversal of victimhood. Number 1, denial. That history was not as bad as people claim. Disassociation, it happened, but it has nothing to do with the present. Moral disengagement, even if people were harmed, I have no responsibility to care or respond. Reversal of victimhood, talking about the harm done to others is actually an attack on me. They feel attacked. Nolan Wells being found face down, fully clothed in Mississippi with a group of white teens with no phone.
Play 1, 2.
And he is a known swimmer, brings suspicion
he knew how to
for
swim.
anyone to question that.
So he knew how to swim.
It's not about race.
And remember, his neck is gone. Where's his neck at? Huh? Where's the neck? Go ahead, Joe.
And that we should not, as Black parents, as Black people, as a community, not question that and suspect something is wrong is psychotic. That's my point. Have a great day.
Okay.
Well, do the next one, Joe. Last one I sent you.
Oh, you sent another one?
One more. It's the last one. Get the comment. I gotta look at how to make it. I make this damn fucking fly in here. God damn it. Fly spray at shit. So you get in the house, be a fly, fall your ass right up in here and shit. The floor should be crazy. Shit. I gotta learn how to make thumbnails, man. Shit, I gotta find a place I can make thumbnails at.
Okay, let me kill this.
You guys put that out, Joby, and Kenya. Find out. You guys find out who makes thumbnails in Kenya. Good thumbnails. Are you smiling? What are you laughing about?
Because I know some, so you just need to pay them. That's all.
Nah, I know you're not talking about who I think you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's the only person I know.
Nah, them thumbnails stink. We need thumbnails immediately. They don't look like we need thumbnails. They're not that well. They're not stink. They're better than mine. They're better than mine, but they're not good thumbnails as far as today. There might have been good thumbnails 3 or 4 years ago, but not the way thumbnails look today. And I need them now. I can't get a thumbnail and say we're gonna do the show because they gotta be different thumbnails. Doing with the show. Show thing gotta be done now. Boom, thumbnail. We tell you what the topic is. Got the thumbnail. Can't be waiting fucking days for a thumbnail. I took a week to do. Okay, you gotta go. Go ahead, Jim.
Hundreds of autopsies on infants, toddlers, young teens, young adults, senior citizens, obese, morbidly obese, different ethnicities, suicides, murders, accidents, natural causes. I've done them all. So when you tell me there was an absence of the interior structure of the neck, my question is why and where is it?
Exactly.
Was it recovered with the remains, or were the remains like this when you retrieve the remains? What part of his neck is missing?
Exactly right. I want contemporary thumbnail.
Has the soft tissue been preserved, or did the water damage or anything else disrupt what could possibly be used as information?
I took a week my ass
to find out the cause of death. Because if his neck is missing, then what caused his injury? The structural integrity of a neck, unless it was decapitated or dealt severe trauma, should be intact. So where's the portion of his neck? The interior, the inside of his neck is missing. Why?
Exactly.
What can cause that type of damage to the neck and then the trauma to the back of the head? Did they strike him in the back of the head and stab him? Or did they shoot him in the neck? Right? And he falls back and he hits his head. In which case, in my humblest opinion, he was murdered. And the individuals who was with him should no longer be walking the earth. There is no justice, only just us.
Just us.
And in this situation, it's perfectly okay to embrace your Satans and enact
go do what you need to
revenge
do.
on
the
participants.
And cried on TV, Benjamin Crump. Fuck Crump. Time to go get this work in.
They don't know nothing. Don't worry about it. You will not need to know anything else after I'm done with you.
Exactly.
The only thing your people need to know is how to summon and or evoke you on your birthday and holidays.
That's right. You out of here.
To include the parents.
Exactly.
The boy was murdered. I've done more than enough autopsies to know the structural integrity of a human body. And very rare will there be an incident outside of blatant murder where a person takes a knife and attacks your neck to where the structural integrity of one's neck, even with a broken neck, the structural integrity of your neck is intact. Unless your head was ripped off or damn near ripped off.
Else was murder.
That's it. So I want the thumbnail. Someone better do thumbnail. Me and Joby do shows. We say what it is in the thumbnail. That brings attention to the show. Not the same thumbnail we've been using over and over again, the ones I do. So ones I do suck. I get like, God damn, everybody got these great thumbnails. You go to YouTube, thumbnails are awesome. Everybody's got these awesome ass thumbnails. Like, God damn, how they do that shit? How you do it? Because I use the AI thing. They don't work. That shit suck. I use some AI shit called, what's it called? Thumbnail some shit on it. It was sucked. It's worse than the shit I make. This shit worse than the shit I make. So I know I'm gonna do the show tonight because I was doing a damn thumbnail. I said, man, this shit sucks. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna do this thumbnail that corroborates with me and Joby's show every day instead of just having the same generic thumbnail that we use Africa Day show. We got a thumbnail. I'm gonna find somebody in Kenya does that shit. Bam, hey, this day is gonna pay $2 every day. Go ahead and make it. You know, I need this one made. There you go. Boom. Make it. Shit. You gotta do it. You gotta be able to do the shit like most everybody don't take nothing but 30 minutes to do it. So I'm paying you $2 for 30 minutes worth of work. Shit. Are you looking all crazy or what? Say what's on your mind. You look crazy, go ahead. Say what's on your mind. Go ahead.
Good luck. $2. Yeah.
For a thumbnail, Joby, how much are you supposed to make for a thumbnail?
Do you know how much people are paying for those AI apps that you're asking to make those thumbnails? They have to be paid. You have to pay for those AI apps.
AI apps are cheap. They don't cost. They're less than. That's a month. AI app is less than $30. If I'm paying you $2 a goddamn day, that's goddamn you making $60, $70. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right.
That's right. That's right. You laugh about stuff. Yeah, so it's only 30 minutes worth of work. As what's the minimum wage in Kenya? Less than $2 a damn hour. You don't make that. You don't want to make the damn thumbnail. Thumbnail takes you 30. If you know what you're doing, you good thumbnail might take you 15 minutes. $2 worth of work in 15 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know, because I don't know how to do the shit. She want me to pay some motherfucker, let me pay you $30 for one thumbnail. You out of your fucking mind. Pay $15 for a thumbnail. You fucking crazy. You out of your fucking mind. Pay you $15 for one thumbnail and for one show. You retarded. When the goddamn app only costs, I think the app's like $20, but it don't really work good. I seen it's I look at some more, but I put the thing in. I said, it was like $20 a month, right? That's less than that. You know how much the AI apps cost. It's AI. It ain't cost no more bunch of money.
It's not a big deal. You'll find them. But anyway, as we go through the comments, as we wind up, I see Jibba is saying the UK installations are on the target list of Iran. Iran announced, and also Ali said that if they are sanctioned and isolated for 47 years, how they fund all these? How do they fund all these?
Exactly. Man, see, ain't that a common sense question? Exactly. These guys have been sanctioned. So where's the money? Exactly right, Jimmy. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Exactly. That's common sense. How are they funding all this terrorism when they've been living hand to mouth for 47 years? The whole economy's been fucked up. How are they funding these terrorists? Exactly. Daisy, I didn't think that's common. I didn't think about that. You know what? That question is never asked in no media, ever. Okay. So you say they're the number one sponsor of terrorists. How are they paying for all this shit? You destroyed their economy. Iran has to consume everything they produce. They have to produce everything they consume. So that's what allowed them to be able to be self-sufficient, because they've been, like Jibba Jabba said, they've been cut off for 47 years. So I got the money. The oil's been cut off. That's why they're talking about, okay, we're going to do this. Give us back our money. Remember, they've been holding their billions of dollars in their banks. So how do I got the money to pay for all these terrorist groups you're talking about when I'm all fucked up? What are you talking about? Exactly. These people are crazy. Go ahead, Jimmy. I didn't think about it like that.
Yes, says also no more traveling for Dubai chocolate.
Yeah, Dubai Dookie. No more Dookie. You ever shout and say you Africans are getting dragged on TikTok? You especially Nigerians, you going over there. So can you imagine you go over there, get doodled on and shitted on for money? Imagine how fucked up you are in the head. That's what they're talking about you guys on TikTok. Man, how fucked up you guys be in the head for money. They making them eat doodle. Some girl is dying because she ate doodle. She said yeah. How much you find that, Joe, before we leave? We got what? How many minutes we got? Got 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Type on TikTok. Nigerian girl said she's dying because she ate doodle in Dubai. She said, I eat it, and then I get the money. I just wash my mouth. You eating doodle, feces. I'll escape my position I'm in from poverty and eat the doodoo. What? And then you got the Americans. How are you going to unite with some motherfucker like this? Her mind is gone. She eating doodoo for money. Got African women eating doodoo for money. Those are acts of war. You're supposed to went to war.
I went to Dubai to eat shit for $30,000.
$30,000 eat doodoo. There's another one. One is dying. Let's see what she says. Hey, the same
I had to cut out and give to the lady that brought me to Dubai. So I went that night. After eating, they paid me $10,000 that day. It's like, I thought you said a plate.
Hey, we're gonna give you 30. They're gonna give you 30 because you're stupid. You're an African moron. Here's the $10,000, bitch. Take this. Eat that doo-doo. Fuck wrong with you. Get that doo-doo down your raggedy throat. Now the other one is dying because it's all kind of bacteria. You can't be eating doo-doo. All kind of bacteria. You know the motherfuckers, these dirty ass Arabs don't wash their heads right. Oh, body all fucked up. Got doo-doo. You eating doo-doo for money? Go ahead, Joby. That Instagram model.
I don't know if you heard yet, but this young lady went to Dubai and decided, oh, I'm gonna eat fecal matter for 20 million naira, which equates to $14,000 in American money. Now she's in fear of her livelihood simply because the fecal matter, i.e. poop that she ate, had toxins in it that didn't register with her own biochemistry, to say the least. You guys, you gotta stop doing weird stuff, okay? And I heard a lot of these influencers or people who go to Dubai do that for money. And I find that really despicable because people who do anything for money scares the mess out of me and cannot be trusted. Period. Guys, stop making unnecessary decisions about your life. Peace.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You never want to go eat some doodle, Joby? Bad your life got? Listen, Joby, we're going to fly you to Dubai. You eat some doo-doo, we'll give you $20,000. Eat doo-doo.
I'm okay. I'd rather eat ugali and tea. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. Even eating raw ugali, it will survive me. I've been in worse situations. Okay. She's not gonna do that. Okay, ask her this. Then she's not say, can we fly you out and we can doo-doo and smudge it all in your face? Can we do that? We move on. Tati Samuel, thank you for joining and thank you for the compliments. And no, I don't have any makeup on. My face is natural. My hair is natural.
Joby says she's naturally pretty, guys. So she knows.
Yeah.
Compliments because she already knows.
No, he said his friend said I look nice. So thank you. Yeah. And yeah, I don't have no makeup on. I am on my natural states. But I see.
Don't try to sound all humble now.
I am humble. Very humble. I also see John Mosquito says there's a whole bunch of them over here. They are known for these kebab shops. And Jiba says the Turks monopolized the pizza shops in Pittsburgh. And John Mosquito says
the Turks are making pizzas? Damn. What are Turkish people doing making pizzas? It's just some Italian cats. I don't ever want to try no Turkish pizza. I'm like, hey man, what are you? You Turkish? Yeah, making pizzas. Okay.
Mosquito says they try to make themselves look like they are some exotic white people, but they are the same.
They are. Exactly. But the Europeans don't consider them the same. They are. They all came from the same place. Steppes of Asia. All of them come from the steppes of Asia. All of them. The Europeans moved further up into Europe, killed the black people there. Those other ones stayed down there, killed the black people there. Reclassified themselves Turks and Arabs and all that other big shit. Go ahead, Jim.
John Mosquito says everybody is hustling the black movement nowadays. You even have white people claiming to be black and now fighting the power.
Yeah, that was Tariq had one. I had an Irish guy on it about, I'm black too.
And says the Africans he provokes are always ignorant and emotionally immature. I bet, of course. Thank you for that.
Exactly. They're always immature. But at least that lawyer, he hung up on the lawyer was good, but Tariq hung up on his ass. Get out of here. You go sit your ass in that kibeta. Shit.
We have the rhyme or crime says salute to you and please do the video about the genders of the galaxies and how squads are born for them.
Yeah, we did all that before. Let me do that again. Years ago. We did that years ago. Quasars are female, male. Yeah, Quasars shoot. Guys to shoot out children. Poo. I'll show that again. I do it with Joby.
Shout out to Ricky as well. Hope you're doing amazing today. Says a lot of American female was Was it also eating shit in Dubai?
And they were shit on. There's a lot of Americans too, a lot of American black women. They only use black women. You know, black women are stupid, begging for money. So I know it was. I don't think you get a black American to eat the shit, but I could be wrong. I know they were eating. I know they were shitting on the Instagram models. They get them on Instagram. Girl, come on out. You know, we're gonna fly you out here to Dubai. What I'm gonna, we're gonna shit on you. A whole bunch of men get around. They sit them and they shit all in their face and hair. Imagine this shit. We end up fucking you up for money. Bunch of stinking ass Arab men with their ball sacks out and their butthole shitting on you. For goddamn $20,000? You fucking crazy? They can't remember. A lot of them kept going back. Instagram must say, yeah, we're going back, get fly to Dubai. Now everybody knows what that means. They're going to get doodled on. They're going to shit on. Got the doodle party, right? I'm flying out to Dubai. So everybody knew now you're going to get, you disgusting bitch, you're going to get shitted on. So everybody knew these brides are all going to get shitted on. So, hey, do your thing. So we're going to let Joby get on out. It's the weekend, baby. I'll be back on the night. That's why we got to make this fucked up thumbnail shit. I got to press about who knows how to make these damn thumbnails, man? All these thumbnails are just awesome on YouTube. Like, god damn, who knows how to make these things? And they're not paying much because these guys are doing videos after videos after video after video. How are they making these things? Because that AI shit don't work right. Time I try to use it, don't work. Be all messed up. Like, what is this? Man, I can't be paying no money for this shit. Keep making it by hand.
Much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful weekend. And please help Keith find someone who can do thumbnails for AI.
Yeah. Make sure we keep Joby here from getting doodled on. We don't get in their hair. She can't get it out.
No, I'm good. I'm really fine. Life has taken me through a lot, so there's nothing I can't survive. Sorry.
I don't know. You can't survive eating no doo-doo.
Exactly. That's yeah. So yeah, I'd rather stay here.
Doo-doo for money? You out of your fucking mind. I'd rather live in Canberra to eat doo-doo. Let's go, guys. I'll see you guys back here at 9 p.m. I'll be on tonight and tomorrow. Sunday, I got to go down to Miami. So Sunday, I got to leave down to Miami. So I'll be in tonight. So much love. We're going to talk about the FBA. And does FBA, are they pro-black or not? That's going to be the show. We're going to TikTok. Or FBA's pro-black? Because obviously not. But anyway, that's the show.
Have a good weekend, family. Take care. Kindly hit that like button before you leave. Subscribe in case you're here. And do support us. We have an active Cash App as well. You can
Thanks somebody who sent the $10 on the network. I appreciate it. And I guess that's all I'm worth. $10, guys, for my birthday. I guess I'm not Joby. You guys Joby like $500. You guys give me $10. Guess I got to go to Dubai and eat some doo-doo. Shit. And they go to Cash App right there. Mr. Black Eye Fire, I need it. Or go to our donation page. Because I got to still pay to get the goddamn TV channel back up. Shit. Anyway.
So much love, family. Have a good weekend. See you guys on Monday. Be safe as you enjoy your weekend. Peace and out.
See you guys.